There is a reason this story has never stopped whispering through history, not because it belongs to religion, but because it belongs to the body. The tabernacle was never meant to be remembered as a structure in the desert. It was designed as a living blueprint, one that describes how consciousness awakens inside a human being. What was built outward was only a mirror of something meant to be built within. In the ancient mystery traditions, sacred architecture was never symbolic decoration. It was instruction. Every measurement, every fabric, every object, every sequence of movement was encoding the stages of inner transformation. The tabernacle was portable, not because the people wandered, but because consciousness moves. Wherever the soul journeys, the temple goes with it. The outer court represented the physical body, the realm of action, survival, instinct, and conditioning. This is where the altar of offerings stood, not because divinity demanded blood, but because transformation demands surrender. Before higher awareness can emerge, the false self must be relinquished. Old identities burn here. Unconscious patterns are brought into the fire. This is the first initiation, the willingness to be changed. Next came the labor, the basin of water. Water has always symbolized emotional truth and purification of perception. Before the initiate could proceed inward, they had to cleanse not only their hands, but their inner posture. You cannot enter higher states of awareness while carrying distortion. Emotional clarity is not optional on the path, it is foundational. Beyond this threshold stood the holy place, the realm of aligned mind and heart. Here burned the sevenfold lamp, representing the illumination of consciousness through multiple centers of awareness. This light was not decorative. It symbolized intelligence awakening within form. Near it stood the sacred bread, not nourishment for the body, but sustenance for awareness itself. Truth must be fed daily or it fades. Across from this stood the altar of incense. Incense was intention made visible, thought, emotion, and will rising together. When inner alignment is achieved, consciousness naturally ascends. No force is required. Presence lifts itself. Then came the veil, and beyond the veil, the Holy of Holies, not a room, but a state of being. Only the high priest could enter, not because of hierarchy, but because only one who had integrated the lower self could cross the threshold without distortion. This was the silent center of awareness, where duality dissolves. Within this inner sanctum stood the ark, not a container of divine wrath, but a symbol of divine law living inside human consciousness. Higher intelligence housed within matter. The cherubim were not monsters or winged creatures, but guardians of balance, the polarity of mind held in equilibrium. When opposites are reconciled, presence descends. This is why the cloud and the fire appear in the story. The cloud by day symbolized awareness veiled within form. The fire by night symbolized awareness revealed as inner light. Divinity did not move, perception did. Even the garments of the high priest carried instruction. The 12 stones represented 12 archetypal aspects of the soul, 12 modes through which consciousness experiences itself. When alignment was achieved, these stones were said to illuminate. Not literally, but perceptually, truth becomes visible when the inner temple is ordered. The crown was shaped like a cup, reminding the initiate that consciousness must remain receptive, open, humble. Initiation was never about power. It was about clarity. The Urim and Thummim were not tools of fortune-telling, but symbols of inner discernment, light, and truth arising from alignment rather than authority. This is why the tabernacle eventually disappeared from history, because it was never meant to remain external. It was meant to be internalized. You were never meant to worship the temple. You were meant to become it. And this is why so many feel unmoored today, because we are taught how to build outward lives, but not inner sanctuaries. Yet the memory is returning. If something in you stirred while listening to this, it's because you already know. You are not broken. You are remembering. And if this remembering is unfolding for you now, you don't have to walk alone. This space exists for those returning to themselves, slowly, consciously, and with support. Stay here, follow along, and when the time feels right, you can join the alchemical garden or book a one-to-one session with me. Link is in bio.